midday. Good afternoon to you and welcome to Bena Midday News. This news is coming to you live from Benab House, Atomic Junction, Medina. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba. Coming up in this afternoon's bulletin. Findings from August 6th helicopter crash report to be presented to the National Security Council today, as government confirms the report will be publicly released on Tuesday, November 11. Also coming up, Ghanaian PhD students in the UK face deportation over 4 years of unpaid fees and stipends by government. And on the international front, Cameroon's opposition leader continues to challenge outcome of recent presidential election, issuing a 48-hour ultimatum to authorities to free all individuals arrested during protests. Details of these stories comes up shortly. Thank you for staying with us. Remember, we're streaming live on Facebook at Bena TV. Now the news in details. The long-awaited report on the August 6th, 2025 helicopter crash that claimed 8 lives, including 2 cabinet ministers, is set to be presented to the National Security Council later today. A press briefing scheduled for Tuesday will subsequently make the detailed findings public. There's more in the following report.
The report on the August 6th helicopter crash, prepared by a multi-agency investigative board, is expected to reveal the actual cause of the crash, which occurred in the Adansi Akrofum district of the Ashanti region and sent shockwaves across the country. The incident involved a Harbin Z-9EH helicopter belonging to the Ghana Air Force, which was reportedly on an official assignment when it went down under severe weather conditions, killing all 8 occupants. Among the deceased were Dr. Omani Buama, Minister for Defense, and Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation. The others included senior military officers and government aides accompanying the ministers to unveil a community mining program aimed at addressing illegal mining. Following the tragedy, President John Dramani Mahama ordered a full-scale investigation into the circumstances surrounding the crash. The Ministry of Defense and the caretaker minister, Dr. Cassiel Atuforsen, subsequently inaugurated a 7-member investigation board chaired by the National Security Coordinator, COP Osman Abdul Razak. The board comprised experts from the Ghana Air Force, the Aircraft Accident and Incident Investigation and Prevention Bureau of the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, and representatives from the Ministry of National Security. To enhance credibility and transparency, international aviation safety experts, including specialists from the United States Air Force and the FBI, were invited to assist with the technical aspects of the probe. The board's mandate was to determine whether the crash resulted from mechanical failure, pilot error, sabotage, or adverse weather conditions, and to recommend safety measures to prevent future incidents. However, the delayed release of the report has drawn criticism from opposition lawmakers, civil society groups, and families of the victims. Since Dr. Omani Buame's passing, the Ministry of Defense has operated without a substantive minister for nearly 3 months, with Dr. Cassiel Atuforsen temporarily overseeing its operations, a situation that has also drawn scrutiny from Parliament's Defense and Interior Committee. The delay has fueled public anxiety and speculations, with theories ranging from mechanical failure due to an aging fleet of Chinese-made Z-9 helicopters to adverse weather conditions and even possible sabotage. though no evidence has been presented to support such claims. Aviation experts have urged the public to avoid speculation, noting that accident investigations are often complex and time-consuming due to the detailed analysis of flight data and technical evidence. With the National Security Council expected to receive the final report today, many Ghanaians hope the findings will finally provide closure to the families of the victims and the nation as a whole.
Government-sponsored PhD students from Ghana studying in the United Kingdom are facing possible deportation and expulsion from their programs due to the unpaid tuition fees and stipends, some of which have been outstanding for up to 4 years. In a statement, the leadership of the Ghanaian PhD students cohort in the UK said the situation has reached a breaking point, with at least 10 students already excluded or withdrawn from their universities.
According to the students, about 10 of their members are currently excluded or withdrawn from their studies due to non-payment of tuition fees and are awaiting potential notification from the Home Office for deportation. According to the group, several students have not received any stipend ranging between £1,023 and £1,200 per month for months or even years. Some are owed up to 48 months of arrears, leaving them unable to study or live decently. Currently, about 110 Ghanaian students sponsored by the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat are enrolled in PhD programs across UK universities. However, the group says the crisis extends beyond tuition arrears, noting that 36 members urgently require renewal letters to re-enroll or continue their research. According to them, some have completed their courses but cannot graduate. Others attended graduation ceremonies but were denied certificates because of unpaid fees. Some students who traveled to Ghana for data collection have reportedly been denied re-entry to the UK due to outstanding tuition and pending deportation notices from the Home Office. While acknowledging recent efforts by the GSS to make partial payment, the group described these as woefully inadequate. They estimate that at least £400,000 is needed to sustain their studies for the 2025 and 2026 academic year. Their data further shows that about 30 students have not received any payment towards their 2024-25 tuition fees, resulting in several universities blocking access to student portals or re-enrollment system. The scholars also criticized what they describe as administrative lapses and lack of transparency in the management of the scholarship scheme. The statement further reads, "We acknowledge the challenges confronting the current management of the GSS and the government, which stem from the ad hoc administration of scholarship by past officials. However, students should not suffer the consequences of administrative errors and indiscretions." Despite their frustration, the students expressed confidence in the government's ongoing efforts to reform the scholarship system to promote transparency and fairness. Appealing directly to the UK High Commissioner and President John Dramani Mahama, the group called for urgent intervention to resolve the crisis.
Now moving on, government has announced a 30% reduction in passport application fees effective Thursday, November 13, 2025. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Mr. Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, said the new cost will be 350 Ghana cedis, a move aimed to easing the financial burden on citizens seeking to obtain or renew their passport. According to the minister, the initiative reflects government's commitment to improving service delivery and making essential public service more affordable. He added that the fee adjustment forms part of a broader strategy to enhance efficiency across government agencies. All passport application centers nationwide are expected to begin implementing the new fee structure from the effective date. Now to something lighter, and this one will crack you up. Now, if you grew up watching Superman flying across your TV screen, saving the world from villains and dodging bullets, you probably never imagined he would one day land not in Metropolis, but in Kumasi. That's exactly what happened when a Brazilian lawyer showed up at the Aquacidai Festival, dressed head to toe as Superman. Yes, cape boats, chest logo, the full superhero package right in front of the golden stool. Take a look at this.
Hey, was geht ab, Leute? Ich rette Superman. Superman. Ja, Superman. Ich hab gehört, dass du nach Hause kommst. Ja, ich fahr morgen nach Kumasi. Morgen geht's zur großen Höhle. Oh, wir laufen da rum. Wir beschäftigen uns mit dieser tollen Kultur. Das wird herausragend. Wenn du einen roten Punkt am Himmel siehst, weißt du, wer wir sind.
Spectators couldn't help but cheer as Superman waved and posed for photos. Some kids screamed in excitement, thinking their childhood hero had finally come to Ghana to fight bad roots and illegal mining. The lawyer said he's always loved Ghanaian culture and wanted to experience Aquacidai as a symbol of strength and unity, just like Superman.
Den Königreich und alle danke für die Gelegenheit, etwas über die Tradition zu lernen. Ich kann spüren, dass ihr eure Wurzeln am Leben erhaltet, durch das Lächeln auf euren Gesichtern.
For many, the scene was pure nostalgic, a live-action version of the Saturday morning cartoons we grew up watching. Only this time, Superman wasn't chasing Lex Luthor. He was enjoying fufu and light soup at Meisha Palace. One elder was overheard saying, if Superman has come to Kumasi, then maybe next time Superman will help us fix the street lights. From Metropolis to Meisha, it seems even heroes can't resist the pull of Ghanaian culture. For Baina News, Fauzi Abdullah.
And on this lighter note, we go for a quick break. We'll be back with some more.
From the very first stage to this defining moment, they came with passion, purpose, and the power of faith. And now, 5 remarkable voices remain. Each has walked a journey of courage, conviction, and devotion, each ready to make history. Ilham, soft and gentle, yet fearless. Her calm voice carries power. Her gentleness commands hearts.
It is our problem, and together, tare zamu iya kiyaye yaran matanmu.
Halima, slow but sure, every step deliberate, every moment filled with quiet purpose.
So no matter how you think you have all the weapons in this world, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only says be and it will be.
Maimuna shines in modesty. Her humility radiates strength, grace wrapped in faith.
وجعل القمر فيهن نورا وجعل الشمس سراجا.
Hanun, bold and fearless, her words burn with truth and courage.
This is not leadership, this is betrayal, but not all hearts are hardened.
Muhammad, the only man left standing, a pillar of resilience. His voice echoes leadership and legacy.
Amina, I want Chelsea to win the game. I'm trying to fix us, Amina. Can't you understand? I'm trying to fix us. And you just understand how it's like to carry everything. Hey.
Faith, talent, unity, the journey that began with hope ends with history. The Ummah Show Grand Finale, Friday, 14th November at 8 p.m. live on Baina TV. Venue, Zenith University College, near Trade Fair, La Accra. Entry, free. The Umma Show, definitely different.
You're welcome back. You're still watching Baina Media News on Baina TV. Now moving on to some business story. The Minister of Government Communications, Felix Kwakye Ofosu, has announced that President John Dramani Mahama will officially inaugurate the Nkokon Kitinkiti program in Kumasi on Wednesday, November 12th. This will be also followed on Thursday, November 13th by the budget statement presentation by the Finance Minister, Dr. Kaisal Atuforsen. There is more in the following report.
Although details of the Nkokon Kitinkiti program have not yet been disclosed, it is expected to focus on community development, youth empowerment, and other government social intervention initiatives. The program involves distributing 3 million bears to constituencies across Ghana, with Deputy Minister of Food and Agriculture, John Dumelo, revealing that distributing will begin in mid-November. Each constituency is expected to receive approximately 10,000 bears, which will be shared among about 200 households, with individual beneficiaries getting around 50 bears each. The week will conclude on Thursday, November 13th, when the Finance Minister presents the 2026 budget to Parliament. The budget is anticipated to outline broad policy measures aimed at driving economic growth, creating jobs, enhancing social welfare, and promoting fiscal discipline and resources mobilization in key sectors. Minister in charge of Government Communications, Felix Kwakye Ofosu, described the week as very important, emphasizing that the event reflects the government's commitment to accountability, development, and public participation.
And in some news beyond our borders, Cameroon's opposition continues to challenge the outcome of the recent presidential election. Presidential runner-up Issa Chiroma Bakari has issued a 48-hour ultimatum to authorities to free all individuals arrested during protest following Paul Biya's re-election.
In a video shared on social media on Sunday, Chiroma accused the government of, quote, state gangsterism and state terrorism, and called for an end to what he described as, quote, ethnic purges. Chiroma received 35.19% of the vote, coming second to Biya, who secured 53.66%, according to official results. Despite this, Chiroma maintains he is the legitimate president-elect. Shortly after the election, Chiroma is believed to have left for Nigeria, while continuing to call for protests in Cameroon against alleged electoral fraud, including ghost town demonstrations. UN sources cited by Reuters report that 48 people were killed in security crackdowns on post-election protests, though the government says at least 5 deaths occurred. Biya was officially sworn in on Thursday and urged an end to the violence. Chiroma warned that if authorities fail to meet his ultimatum, Cameroonians will feel free not to only protect themselves, but also to do everything possible to protect their children and recover them wherever they are.
Now moving on to sports, Asante delivered another commanding display against Heart of Oak in their Week 9 Ghana Premier League clash on Sunday. The Porcupine Warriors edged their fierce rival 1-0 thanks to Morphing Donzo's last first-half penalty at the Accra Sports Stadium. The victory extended Kotoko's unbeaten streak to 6 matches, while Heart of Oak suffered their first defeat in 9 games this season. Kotoko's coach Karim Zito, who addressed the press after the game, was full of excitement.
What did the magic for you today? Hard work, dedication, and attitude. Coach, at the point of this Would you say Abetamo at all someone can go to the door watching one on there?
Baby. So, and then I saw so it's not look at the chances we created, especially in the first half. Assuming when and you cry on car, I'm not doing anything.
Okay, coach.
ASK Morgan, Focus FM. Coach, two things. First of all, you controlled the game very well in the first half. Your pressing was good. With and without the ball, you were in charge. Second half, Hasselhoff over-dominated the game. I didn't see your team pressing and much more organized without the ball like the first half. What amounted to that? And then two.
Fatigue, don't talk to me. Fatigue.
Two. One of your players was gifted a clear-cut opportunity and you missed. Don't you think your team lacks finishing?
That is why I'm there. It's going to work. You see, before match is after match. How do you understand this? Before every match, you prepare. After every game again, we also prepare. So we're going to prepare now. When I sit down and then look at the happenings of what happened today, it means we scored a lot of goals. So my next training should what? And please, have a focus for the players, the supporters, to the coaches. So if you are able to get one, forget about all the dishes. The one is 3 points. So I'm okay with that.
Coach,
I want to have your impression about the strategy.
Serious. I saw the flank up before the hospital. Me, I used to tell them to I don't lie. I want to like I'm working as a professional coach. And I want to digress. I'll tell you the truth and the finish. So I saw it before the kick. I saw the last fight like this. That's what I saw.
We bring the bulletin to an end. Our website, BeinaMultimedia.com, has more news. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba. Have a good afternoon.